Yeah, Frozen is about two sisters, a pair of siblings who grow up kind of isolated from each other. One, who I play Anna, who's very rambunctious and optimistic and kind of goofy and awkward, and the other, Elsa, who has this secret magical power that she can turn things to ice that terrifies her, so she hides it. And one day she accidentally turns the whole kingdom to ice and runs away out of embarrassment, and my character Anna makes it her mission to get her sister back.
Great answer. So what is it that makes Anna unique, and is she like you in any way?
Anna is very much like Kristen. Voicing a Disney heroine has been a dream of mine for a very long time, and I went into it with a single goal of making her different than any of the heroines I saw growing up, who I loved, but I couldn't relate to as much as I wanted because I didn't have that posture, and I didn't hold my hands just so, and I put my foot in my mouth a lot. I talked too fast and too much to myself, and I wanted to create a character that little kids who felt kind of weirder than most could relate to.
Which is all kids, I think, in a way.
Yeah, everybody feels it's this overarching idea of kind of loving your flaws, and maybe you're clumsy, and maybe that's wonderful, because that makes you unique, and it makes you different.
Right. And more to that, fear versus love is a key theme in the film. Mm-hmm. Which does your character represent, or is it both, a little bit of both?
I think my character represents the side of love, blind love almost. Anna is so optimistic and so sincere, and makes some silly decisions because she's so positive at all times. But in the end, she believes so wholeheartedly in another person when that person can't even believe in herself. And you realize what a beautiful gift that is to give to someone.
How big of a role does the importance of family play in the film, and how does that relate to you, or how do you relate to that personally?
This film is a lot more about the love of family than it is about romantic love. It's kind of a sharp left turn for Disney because of that. No one is waiting for their Prince Charming in this movie, and it's really about whatever you identify as your family or your support system. It's about loving those people ferociously, and especially the love of siblings, how you can fight with them, and you can love them, and you can fight with them again. But if anyone tries to fight with your sibling, good luck, because now you are in defense mode.
That's very true. The film is being called an epic comedy adventure. First, can you speak to what makes it funny? What's funny? How is it comedic?
It does fall in line with what you've known Disney to release, which is jokes that work on all levels, both for kids and for adults. The jokes that are somehow both contemporary and timeless. There's a lot of people, a lot of brilliant minds working on films like this. I think we had over 600 people work on this movie. So there's a lot of effort behind this story, but I feel like the music in particular in this movie adds so much to the almost edginess, surprising edginess. Bobby and Kristen Lopez, who wrote the music, who are so uniquely talented, have a very specific voice and have kind of reinvigorated modern-day musical theater with their projects like Book of Mormon and Avenue Q, and they give this movie a lot of jokes that you don't even see in the first time you watch it.
That's interesting. And then, how is it conversely? How is it an epic adventure?
Well, the whole movie is an adventure from start to finish. There's nothing stagnant about this movie. From the first 5 minutes on, things are happening and the characters are moving, and no one is in the same position twice. And the plain and simple fact that one of the siblings leaves and runs away out of embarrassment, and you're not sure if she's safe or if she's happy or if she's evil, and it's the goal of my character to go get her back, and there's just tons of twists and turns, and because of that, a lot of really beautiful sort of Nordic aesthetics in this movie.
And so, who is Kristoff, and how does Anna meet him once all of that is in play?
Kristoff is a mountain man who sells ice for a living. which is a tough business to be in when everything around you is frozen. And they meet while Anna is on her quest to find her sister, because she doesn't know the terrain. She's not prepared. I doubt she even wore a second pair of socks, and she has no idea which way is up and which way is down, and they sort of link forces, and he guides her a little bit on her journey.
Right. And so who is Olaf, and what does Olaf sort of represent to Anna?
Olaf is a magical snowman that Elsa made one of the first times she found out about her powers when she was little. She found out she could make ice and snow, and when she was still very close with her sister, made her a snowman as a gift, and they had this kind of fun relationship, the three of them. And as she grew up and started to fear her power, she runs away, and Anna runs into Olaf halfway through the movie and remembers all the good parts about her sister, and it's sort of the recognition that there is still a relationship there, and there always will be. No matter how much they fight, they will always have those memories of growing up in the same boat together.
That's great. Do you have a favorite moment in the film? I know it's sort of not a fair question, but do you have...
There's a lot of favorite moments. I split my favorite moment between what I think is one of the most heartfelt moments and the saddest and most joyful moments when Elsa's character sings Let It Go, and she's finally on her own, and the song to me, it's a huge power ballad, which Adina nails, but the song to me signifies someone who's finally accepting who they are, which is such a beautiful thing if you really think about the bare bones of that, of going, this is who I am. I have this, whether it's a power or this characteristic, and I'm going to love myself in spite of the fact that I'm different. But my favorite comedic moment is when Josh Gad, who plays Olaf, sings In Summer, because it's a fantastic joke to have a snowman dream of going to the beach.
That's very funny. Frozen is directed by Chris Buck and Jennifer Lee. What was it like working with them?
Chris Buck and Jennifer Lee were spectacular in that they balanced each other so perfectly, because Chris brings all of this extensive Disney knowledge. I mean, he's done this 1,000 times. He's been through all of this. He's directed before. He knows the scope of making these movies and knows exactly how it should go down. And Jennifer is so good because she also penned the script at the specificity of the characters. And so they each brought both sides of what was needed to direct. And really, because you record a lot of this on your own, solo in a booth, you have to have confidence in your director or your directing team, because you're looking to them to keep you on track. And I really felt like they did a great job.